Well, hello, I'm David Freeman with Is That Really in the Bible? I think you've heard about this Duck Dynasty. Phil Robertson, he voiced his opinion. Actually, I think he quoted the Bible in his own words or whatever, and boy, is he in a heap of trouble, I tell you. But anyway, you know, this verse, now I want you to notice this verse one more time. I just want to point this out. Look at this. It says, don't be deceived. It says fornicators, but notice it says, nor adulterers, nor homosexuals shall inherit the kingdom of God. Now, why is there no uproar among Christians about adultery? After all, adultery is the hallmark sin of America. It really is. I mean, it is so common. It's a part of our society. We have assimilated adultery as a part of our society. And I think that's the reason you don't hear any uproar about it. It's because we have legitimized it. We have justified it. It is in church. It's out of church. The divorce rate among Christians is the same as unbelievers, about 50%. And so it's a part, we have assimilated this sin of adultery into our society. And that's why Christians don't talk about it, because it's part of us now. It's part of America's culture now. Adultery, yes. Did you know at one time in the 50s that a man and a woman who were going to rent a motel room had to show a certificate of marriage? Yeah, back in the 50s. And of course, then you would go from the 60s, the hippie generation, Woodstock, and free love, and don't make love, not war, and then you come to our society today, where it's just a part of our society. And I think that's what Christians are wanting to avoid, not allowing homosexuality to become a part, to be assimilated into society. Because really, when you think about it, homosexuality is the last sin that we will legitimize or justify as a nation. Once we assimilate that into our culture, and I'm telling you, it's going to happen. Give it 20, 25 years, and homosexuality will be assimilated into our culture. It's going to happen. I guarantee you that. But once it does, there's really not much left to say. I mean, there goes the family, there goes functionality, there goes God's ideal, His perfect design of a husband and wife and heterosexual marriage. There it goes. There goes the family system right there, once you assimilate that into your culture. And I think that's why a lot of Christians are in such an uproar about this subject, and they should be. They should be. Now, why would I say that homosexuality is the last sin that we will justify as a nation? I say that based on the story of Sodom and Gomorrah. You know, Sodom and Gomorrah, the Sodomites of the town came to Lot's house, and they said, let us in that we may know that we may have sex with those men that came into your house. Now, they didn't know that they were angels that came to Lot's house to rescue him, because God was about to destroy the town. But And I don't know I've never asked a homosexual what they do when it comes to sex. But whatever they do, I'm not sure I want to know, by the way, but whatever they do, they wanted to do that to those men that came into Lot's house. Now Lot comes out and he says, don't do this wicked thing. Here I have two virginal daughters who have never known men. Now, I think I misspoke one time. Because I didn't understand, how could a father say that? You know, but truth of the matter is, I think Lot had any kind of fatherly love. You know, daughters are precious, okay? They really are to a father. And I think basically what he was thinking was, he knew those men didn't want his daughters. That's how far they had gotten to. There wasn't a chance that they were going to take the women. You know, in other words, what I'm saying is, at this point, the jig was up. God's ideal was forfeited. And there was nothing, you know, and so when we come to this as a nation, where homosexuality is legitimized, justified, it's incorporated into your society, when we come to this, there's not any, I mean, the jig is up. The only thing we'll have in common is the fire down below, you know, or the fire from above is the only thing we're going to have in common when that point comes. And we're getting there. We're getting there.